Hello and welcome to my TFNation 2023 haul and wrap-up video. Pretty much TFNation 2023, it's come and gone. It went so quick this year. It just absolutely went just like that. Literally felt like by the time we kind of got there and got set up, it was like, oh, it's kind of time to head off now. But it was great, absolutely brilliant. I loved every single second of it. Would highly recommend. I will definitely be doing 2024 next year, 9th to the 11th of August, I believe. Didn't stay in the Hilton this year though, as I said I think in my last video. Stayed in the Abyss budget, great hotel, really cool. Next year we're maybe thinking about doing the Hilton just because we kind of got it in a bit of an early bird offer there. So we're thinking about doing that. But yeah, really enjoyed it, really had a great time with it. Got there about 12ish on the Friday, just sort of chilled a bit. Friday was kind of a chill day. We didn't really get a Friday ticket in the end, but we just, chilled a bit. Tasha did a quiz, which as per usual was absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much, Tasha, for knocking it out of the park with another really cool quiz. Did end up buying a few bits and pieces on the Friday night, which will be showed off just in a little bit. It's always the way, isn't it? Before the convention's even probably started, you always end up buying one or two bits, or at least I do anyway. So yeah, I always end up doing that. I always almost kind of take a little bit of a budget for stuff that I won't necessarily be buying technically at the convention, but more just whilst I'm there for the weekend. So the Saturday, I ended up doing my cosplay. I wasn't going to do it on the Sunday, but I did decide in the end, I thought, you know what, I'm going to cosplay. So Saturday and the Sunday, I did end up doing the Jedi for both the days. I really enjoyed it. I loved it. There was another guy there, Harry, wandering around with like a Mandalorian meets Rhinox look. And that was really cool. Really nice outfit there. There was just loads of other really cool cosplayers. Those people doing Optimus Prime to say Harry is the Mandalorian. Some comic-inspired characters. And just, yeah, really inspiring me to kind of keep up with the cosplaying. Maybe try new different bits and pieces here and there. Next year, I'd definitely like to do either the Jedi again, or maybe mix it up a bit and maybe actually do something Transformers related. Maybe like a Optimus Prime with some sort of armor, maybe 3D print something like that, or do like a humanized Optimus. But overall, yeah, the bots I bought were great. The cosplay was great. Really just great again to kind of get in there and meet with people and socialise again, and kind of meet with people within those sort of circles, and kind of just catch up and reunite with people that I haven't really seen in like that whole year space. Because I kind of feel like my year to year, I kind of do it as like my year to year, my kind of end of year kind of thing is kind of TFNation. I sort of say, right, once that's over and done with, it's like I'm normally either like starting a new level at college or starting a new job, or it's a bit of a fresh start really. So my year to year, I kind of base it on like TFNation to TFNation. So back with it now. Felt like I really needed the break from work and everything, so it was just fun having that bit of time off. And honestly, it was really well earned, and I really enjoyed the weekend. I don't think there's anything more I could sort of say. The guys put on a hell of a show. I didn't really meet loads of the guests. I'd already met David Sobolov a bit of time ago at one of the TFNation Auto Assembly before. So I didn't end up getting to meet him, but I did meet Susan Blue. Really lovely. Really lovely to get a signed print by her, so that was really nice. And yeah, that's basically sort of my overall kind of thought on the weekend. Don't really want to ramble on too much about it, to be honest, because last year I kind of felt like I kind of came back and I turned the camera and I ended up just going on for ages. So I want to keep it a little bit more short and sweet. But overall, really great weekend. Really nice to see everybody again. And I bought some very cool bits. So should we take a look at those? So, in no real order as such, I'm just going to kind of reel off these bits and pieces. We have from In Demand Toys, I did go ahead and get the Legacy Deluxe Crash Bar. I was going to go ahead and get Scraphook, but I was umming and ahhing about him for a bit and he did sell out. So then I don't know if they put this guy up, if they just had a few of them out anyway, but I did decide to go ahead and pick this one up. And honestly, really nice looking figure. Definitely quite keen on what they've done with these Junkions. And speaking of Legacy, we have the Armada Universe Hot Shot. I have opened this guy up and transformed him. He's a bit kibbly if I'm totally honest, but there is a lot of charm with this figure. I really do like what they've gone ahead and done with this guy. Robot mode and Art mode are honestly both really cool. And for £12 a pop, I really can't complain about that. So two very good looking figures. And speaking of other deluxe class figures, we have the deluxe class Studio Series Air Razor from Rise of the Beasts. I do want to slowly but surely build up my Rise of the Beast collection at the minute. As I say, I've got Prime, RC, and now Air Razor. And I definitely want to go and get that Leader Primal at some point. And again, for 15 quid, really good price there. Definitely can't really complain about that one too much. £10 got me the Chop Shop figure. These Core Class, Scout Class, I kind of forget what they call them these days. But yeah, Chop Shop there. Very nice looking figure. I kind of wanted this guy for a while, but it's just one that like I feel like I keep seeing them each year, and you know when you kind of just sort of forget to get something or something passes you by. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to go and get this one. Core Class Shockwave for £8 from the Studio Series line. Really nice looking figure. It was just one that, again, was just in like a bucket of bits and pieces. And I thought, yeah, do you know what? I really like that design. I'd love it in Voyager scale. You know, I'd definitely love a Voyager scale version if I have to get around to that at some point. The IDW Thrilling 30 Deluxe Bumblebee. Very nice looking figure again. One I've been meaning to buy for so long now. And again, for a tenner in like a bucket of bits and pieces and loose figures, I thought, yeah, do you know what? It's about time I go ahead and pick that guy up. I'm already running out of space, so I can't remember which point in this video I moved bits out of the way. But next off, actually the first thing I bought, funnily enough, this is a custom IDW style impactor using the Warpath body from the Generations Deluxe mold. Really nice piece, just again something a little bit random that I saw like in a load of loose bits and pieces. He does have his accessories and bits, but yeah, just another bit of a random piece there, but I like the look of it. The Hunt for the Decepticons would have been a Scout class, I believe, at the time, Insecticon. Again, bit of an impulsive purchase, I suppose. But I just saw this guy in like a bucket of bits, and I thought, yeah, do you know what? Gonna go and get that guy. £10, can't really, you know, scoff at that. Brand new and sealed. So here we have some Doctor Who figures as well. So Matthew, Sober Cybertronian, thank you very much, mate, for parting the ways with these guys. I did indeed buy the Sycorax Warrior for him there. He showed me a few bits, so this and another Doctor Who figure and another thing that I'll show later on in the video. £20. The Sycorax Warrior does have the sword, so I might end up buying another one off him because he's got 3 more. And from one like the stalls in the Forge, don't remember the name of the stall if I'm totally honest, but I did go and get this bookmark. I just need an excuse to do more reading if I'm totally honest. I'm always looking at books thinking, if I only had a few more bookmarks, because I like to have a few books on the go at once. So that was a very nice pickup. Thanks very much to Jonathan. Honestly, Johnny, mate, an absolute legend. I bought a Star Wars figure for him, which I'll show off later on in the video, but he also parted way with this, which is the Generation Select Bulkhead figure, the Voyager class Bulkhead, previously from the Legacy line, and now this is like the kind of with a bit of a G2E sort of colour design there. So that's a really, really nice figure there. Thank you very much. Moving a few bits and pieces out of the way, another Doctor Who figure from Sober Cybertronian, the Silent. I used to have this one, and I used to have the Sycorax Warrior, and in all honesty, this year I'm on a bit of a Doctor Who high. I'm really kind of feeling like I'm getting more back into Doctor Who, and I'm watching a lot more classic series, and I feel like my love for Doctor Who has gone from being like absolute burning passion to dying off a little bit to reigniting a little bit this year. So what do we have next? We have, this one was just a bit more of a replacement figure really. The Beast Hunters Windraiser. I've had about 1 or 2 of these and they always seem to keep breaking, so I just needed another one to kind of complete the Abominus build figure there. So for £4 I thought, yeah, why not? The TFNation program, of course, you can't never forget to go ahead and get yourself a program. Normally they give you them when you're picking up all your tickets and bits and pieces, which I'm pretty sure is where I got mine, but it's been 1 or 2 years where I've either lost my program or just didn't end up getting one. So the souvenir program, got to get that. A few business cards, got to have a few business cards, we love that, and a few more business cards. And here we have something interesting. Again, I think this is one, it was either from the Forge or just a guy in one of the stalls had a load of Energon cubes. He had these, he had some smaller ones, and some Energon crystals as well, so they were quite cool. I think they were about £5 there, so I don't know which. I think I'm going to put them probably on my Transformers Prime, maybe Transformers Prime in the G1 Autobot display there. So they were really cool. And again, the other thing that, as I said, I mentioned that I picked up from Johnny, the Dark Trooper, parted way with this one for £20. I haven't had a proper look at this one yet, but really nice looking figure. He mentioned he was selling a few bits and pieces, and he said, oh yeah, I've got a Dark Trooper there if you want one. So yeah, I thought I'd be mad to pass on getting a really nice Black Series figure. Tasha's quiz, as I mentioned, she printed off a load of badges, and honestly, just thank you so much for doing the quiz, Tasha, and handing out the badges and all the rest. Really, really, really made for a really fun Friday night. Just a nice way to kind of spend it with like you really, really close mates, I guess. So that was really cool. And I like a nice badge, if I'm honest. I'm a bit of a sucker for things like that. So far, some good bits. Clearing off the shelf, desk, because I'm running out of space. Another thing from Sober Cybertronian to make it up to £20. I believe this gun is from Energon. I could be wrong. I believe it's from Energon. Basically, he was just saying he was just selling it. And I sort of thought, you know what, like, at some point, I'd like to do some sort of Transformers-themed cosplay. Maybe a good chance would be some sort of Optimus Prime-related thing. and of course you need a good gun. So I thought, yeah, do you know what, that'll be going in. I've got a bit of like a crate full of cosplay bits. Next thing from Ben Wasp Shop, he does this magazine each year, which is basically like a collection of contributions from loads of other YouTubers. There's Excelion in there, Joe Powell, Thu's done a section there. And yeah, just a really nice magazine that each year he hands out. A bit of a first come, first served basis, but just another kind of niche thing I like to add to the collection. And again, really nice read, really nice to kind of get like a mini reviews from people. So yeah, thank you very much, buddy, for handing those out. Really, really nice read there. So yeah, and lovely artwork and everything, so they're all really, really nice. The next thing that I did go ahead and get, probably one of the things I was the most excited about, when we went in and you got do all the ticket registration and everything, they were handing out, these were basically the stamps that they did last year, in the form of postcards. I'd say there's loads of different ones. There's a Prime and Megatron. Next up there is a Bumblebee one there. Just really, really nice. I kind of wish I'd bought the stamp collection, if I'm totally honest, because they are really, really cool looking pieces. So the Starscream one there, all really, really nice looking stamps, really, really nice bits. It's a bit of a niche sort of thing to kind of have, I suppose. But generally, yeah, I really, really like them, if I'm honest. You know, I think there was a Star Wars stamp collection they did a while ago. I think people sort of think, oh, you know, stamps, are they really all going to be all that exciting or whatever? But it was a really nice gift set. It was like loads of different stamps, and it had like a nice poster in there and everything. Like a little read upon like the different sort of, you know, like rundown of the history of Star Wars and the history of the stamp collection, like the authenticity and all the rest. So yeah, it's a really nice having those on postcards. I'm literally going to reel off and show all of them there, because they are all really, really cool. And last one there, a nice shot of all the Dino bots. So yeah, something really different and unusual there. And of course we do also have the RC print, which I didn't actually end up getting signed in the end. I kind of wish I'd got that one signed. But no, really, really nice pieces to add to the collection there. And one of the final bits that I did go and get, I did get a print of one of the stalls, and I took it to Susan Blue to go get signed. Really, really, really nice print, and it was just kind of framed perfectly, so there was like a nice nice sort of bit along the side there, just next to the character there, so you could get that one signed. So yes, at some point I will have to go ahead and get that one framed and put up somewhere in the collection room. Just honestly don't know where at the minute, so it will kind of maybe end up in storage for a little bit till I get a bit more of my own space to do something with there. But really, really nice print there. I think we're coming up to, I think this is the last item, I believe so. Kind of saving the best till last. I bought the Studio Series War for Cybertron Voyager Optimus Prime. I love this guy with a passion. It's an absolute badass looking figure. Really, really, really cool piece here. It was a little bit more than I wanted to pay. I think I paid about $35 for it, and I know he was on discount. He's apparently on discount in Smith's for $27. But honestly, I just loved that figure. And that basically rounds off pretty much the entire haul. We do also have these Studio Series slugs there, which I bought a few weeks ago for 30 quid. So I'll kind of add him into the haul. But that is generally speaking the haul. Definitely one of there's probably a smaller haul this year, because it wasn't really as much I was kind of looking to go ahead and buy. But definitely no less of a cool haul. Some really, really nice bits. And yeah, just great dealers and all the rest. Great to see Kapow Toys back there for another year. And yeah, just overall, really, really cool haul. Definitely like what I've gone ahead and picked up. And I think it's about time I take a bit of a break from buying bits, because I've got a lot of bits to work my way through, review and open up, and just have a look at. But there we go, there is my haul. And so that pretty much wraps up my 2023 TFNation haul and overall thoughts and general chit chat and ramble about it. As I say, we'll definitely be going again next year for the convention next year. Don't know if I'll do the mini con. I can't really see it, if I'm honest. If I do end up deciding to do it, it might be a bit of a last minute thing, but who knows, I might end up doing it and I might end up taking a cosplay, so we'll wait and see what happens with that. But overall, guys, I hope if you did go to TFNation, I hope you all had a really, really good time. I hope if you were there, and I hope if I had a chat with you, I hope you ended up having a really cool weekend. If you only went for the day or two, I hope you really, really enjoyed your TFNation experience. And please let me know what you guys bought in the comments below. Let me know if you've got some cool bits, if you've got some cool artwork and bits and pieces. What your cosplaying and everything was like, and just let me know what your TFNation experience was like. So there we go, guys, there's my overall thoughts on the weekend. I had an absolute blast. Stay tuned for more Transformers content and action figure reviews coming soon. There's so much I've got going on in the pipeline. There's loads of bits and pieces that I've started filming and will be getting out sooner rather than later, because I know that I do really want to kind of get the content going and keep the ball rolling. I always say this, but it's just so hard with work and other commitments and training and just overall life stuff. You know, it is hard kind of getting this content out there, but honestly, I love doing it and I really want to keep the content up. And Transforms is definitely one of the main things that I want to keep pumping out a little bit more on this channel because I've enjoyed making figure reviews in the past, and I love doing the TFNation videos as well. So stay tuned for more stuff coming soon. But there we go, guys. That's basically my overall thoughts. Please subscribe for more Transformers and action figure related content coming soon. And let me know what your thoughts were on the weekend. Let me know what you picked up, and let me know what your overall thoughts are on the convention. But until then, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for coming over and saying hello and meeting and greeting at the convention. It was a really nice time. But until the next one, may the force be with you.